George Kilpatrick Inspiration for the Nation, celebrating people we feel good about. We have two people we feel good about, Anna Gill and Fuljens Henry from Anna Gill Studios. They are recipients of the Black Equity and Excellence Grant from the Central New York Community Foundation. And we're here to learn all about what they are doing with their grant and a little bit about what they do. Now, I know Anna Anna is I've seen your work. Obviously, you and I both recently worked at the Dream Summit together. Not together, but together, right? So,
Right.
tell me about Anna Gill Studios.
So Anna Hill Studios, we provide headshot services. So we are a visual marketing company. So we provide headshots and also video production services.
And Fuljens, I see you guys working hard. How long has the business been going on?
Well, Anna is actually celebrating 15 years as of last month with Anna Hill Studios and overall entrepreneurship. And I came on board as of unofficially in 2021. And and I got to be an assistant live video producer for the Bayheim Ball during that COVID period. And then I got some assistant photographer opportunities with Anna, and so now I help out overall with event photography and the video production process.
So he writes grants, which is an amazing addition to the business.
So this is a partnership. You're the brains, and you're both working together using your various gifts.
Yes.
Why was it so you have a particular project that you're going to focus on Anna with the grant. Let's talk about the project that you're going to be working on.
Yes, so it's called No Cap, and Fuljens actually wrote the whole thing, which is amazing. So we are going to be teaching children, middle schoolers, how the basics of live streaming and video production, and that encompasses a lot of things. So we're going to be teaching them about content creation, because as you know, George, we need to create the content that we're going to be delivering, and then they're going to get an opportunity to experience what it is like to be a content creator, a marketer, a video producer, an assistant producer. So they're going to get a lot of great experience out of this.
Yes. In addition to that, also they can also explore career pathways, and we'll also show them that there are different ways that you can actually monetize your content and not have to wait for a certain amount of YouTube subscribers. There's things that you can start doing right now to monetize the content, the value that you're providing for the community. And just to add, No Cap is an acronym for Nurturing Opportunities for Creativity and Production.
I was going to ask you what that meant. Thank you. Thank you. That was my next question. Thank you for anticipating that question. Fuljens, what was the motivation behind this particular collaboration, but also for the grant as well, to write?
Absolutely. Yeah. So aside from my background, before coming on board as assistant Anna Hill Studios, I have 12 years of nonprofit management and just overall nonprofit community service, grassroots community service. So that's just in my blood, in my DNA. And then Anna too has been a passion of hers to be doing this type of community work. And together we both had that same passion to provide the value and the knowledge that we have to the youth. And we thought that this would be beneficial to provide this program for young Black youth in Syracuse. And this is also something that we want to see how we can eventually take this to our home country. I'm from Haiti, Anna's from Dominican Republic, and see what we can do down there and provide the similar type of programming down there. But what we're so blessed to be able to start that work here now in Syracuse.
Yes.
I can't okay, so now I'm going to get in trouble. This is like forbidden love. I'm sorry. I had to say it. Can we just talk about that for a minute?
It's not forbidden anymore.
I was going to say, can we just do that? Can we just talk about that for a minute? Like, okay, like, Anna, when you said he's from Haiti, what happened?
Listen, there's the thing. There's the whole thing. I actually, to that, when I first saw him, because I first saw him on screen, I thought he was Dominican.
Right. Well, of course, right? Right.
Yeah.
And so we're alluding to there's a little tension there between not between you, but
whatsoever.
Right. Not between you, but like truth, right? I mean, how do you navigate that? And for real.
Yeah. There's really like we haven't experienced that yet where it's more like how you said it right now. Like, oh my gosh, you're from Haiti, from Dominican Republic. How does that work? So we haven't experienced that. His parents are amazing, amazing. And my parents are the same way. So they all accept it. I think this is more so in the Dominican Republic and with the older generation, not so much as with the new generation.
Okay, cool.
Would you agree?
Yeah, I agree. And it's so funny because we were in NYC back in August, and we visited Anna's grandmother,
right,
who had no idea I was Asian, and she was just like so surprised, but she was like, "I still love him anyway."
I still see.
True story.
Right, but it's something like people like you said, everybody looks like everybody, but then you go like, okay, but so Anna, am I saying your last name right? I hear Hill and Gill. So tell me what I need to say so I can be right. Hill.
So if you want to be right, it's Hill.
Hill. Thank you. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do that, right? We're gonna do it right. So do you? So let's. Now I'm in your business now. Fuljens, do you speak Spanish?
I don't speak Spanish. I just understand a little bit, and I can kind of like pick up on things during conversations and whatnot. So that's as far as it goes right now.
And Anna, do you speak any Haitian Creole at all?
I do not. So his family, his cousins, tell me little things to say. That's about it. And then it's fine. We know English.
Right. Speak English to each other.
Right. Listen, that's it. Right. So let me ask, so why was you talk about opportunities to teach young Black children the intricacies of the business, because it's certainly different on a what it's rapidly changing even as we sit. So what are the things that you're telling, and what school, by the way, are you in, or are you in various schools?
So we are going to be at the Boys and Girls Club. So they're different. They're coming in from different schools. And
what is it about? Just to finish that thought with that question about things have changed so rapidly now. What are the kinds of things that you're really honing in now? And you talked a little bit about this earlier, Fuljens, when we talked about like you don't have to have this many followers or things like that to actually monetize. So what's different and what's new, Anna and Fuljens, about how you're training and teaching the young people?
Yeah, so the skills are the skills. They need to have it no matter what. So the basic skills, how to use how to use the equipment, how to look good on camera, right? What it takes to look good, because things are rapidly changing, but the content is king, right? So having great content is going to differentiate no matter how many things change, right? The act of how you gather that information is the thing that, in my opinion, is changing quicker than actually doing the work, right? So we are going to show them what is out there. We're going to show them the different things and the different media that they could use to create video, and the different medias that they could use to create graphics, because graphics is really important, right? And that is a way of them expressing themselves through the graphics, right? And then through video, because there are different components. And this is one of the parts that we're going to show them how all of the components, right? So that they can stay relevant with, as to your point, how things are changing, but they will stay relevant because they will be applying changes where changes are rapidly happening, but not so much with the actual like video.
Right. And in addition to that, we keep putting emphasis on video and want to put emphasis on video with our group, because with video, and that's where everything is heading now. Once you have that video, there's so many different ways you can repurpose that content.
Right.
You have that audio for audio podcast, and you have clips that you can create, shorts and Instagram reels and TikToks and whatnot, and what tools that you can use to also repurpose that content. And now that you have all of this content, starting with the video, because the video now creates this whole just trickle down effect of all these different things. And there's so many things now you have to further monetize as well.
Exactly.
By the way, you guys look great. The sound is great. The background is great. So they're in good hands.
Thank you, George. Thank you.
They're in really good hands. And I'm thinking, Anna, about how you, well, two things. One, what was the impact of getting the Central New York Community Foundation Black Equity and Excellence Fund grant? Both of you could answer from whatever perspective, but what was the significance? What is significant about even having something like that available to you?
Yeah, I mean, this was part of a dream come true, right? I had, like Fuljens mentioned earlier, I had thought about this for so long, to be able to teach children the skills of photography and the skills of videos, because it is so, they can go so many different ways with this knowledge. And so I always had that in me, and I didn't know it was gonna happen. Like, it's been 14 years since I've been thinking about it, right? But then when it just happened, I'm like, oh my gosh, right? And I tell Fuljens, it happens. It took so long to happen because he was the one who I was meant to do it with, right? Because so it means that dream came here, and now it's real, and now it's time to show what all of that was, right?
Yeah. And also, and for me personally, moving from New York City here to Syracuse, although I had pivoted by then, and going from nonprofit management to video production, content creation, event photography, that's still like passion for me at my core. So moving here, I always wanted to explore opportunities to help the community, explore opportunities to work with nonprofits, and was also excited to know that I share the same vision as my partner, that we want to build youth programs not only here, but also overseas as well. So it's just, everything just fell in the right place.
But you grew up in Brooklyn? Is that where you're from?
Yes.
Of course. What about you,
Flatbush.
Anna? Flatbush, Brooklyn. What about you, Anna? What about you? You're from where?
Me?
Yes.
Yes, so I am from the Dominican Republic originally, and so I came to the Bronx, and so I lived there for a couple of years.
Well, now I gotta get all. Where in the Bronx did you live?
This is by the Yankee Stadium.
Oh, guess what? I grew up not far from Yankee Stadium as well.
Okay,
as a
wow.
Kid, as a really young kid, though, but probably
I saw you.
Oh no, you were not born yet. You were not born yet. I'm talking about like the old Yankee Stadium I used to go to, not the new one and not the other new one, but I'm talking about the first one. Okay?
Oh, sure, there were so many.
The OG.
OG. Look, Anna, I went to the OG Yankee Stadium, okay? The one before the new one, then now the newest one. So, oh my God. So,
well, glad that we know the area together,
yeah, Yeah, we do. I don't know if you know this street, but I grew up on Shakespeare Avenue. So I don't know if that's on the west. I grew up west of Yankee Stadium. So maybe you went, the other side. But
yeah, we had a street that we could go and now go past. those streets. So my dad will be like from 157 to 160, and you're not going anywhere. So we're like 2 blocks.
That's it. That's it. So how did you get into photography?
Yeah, so I've always liked capturing people in a different light, so that when people are just being themselves, there's such a beauty about people. People are just old people. They're just beautiful. And I will always look at that, and then I will hear them saying something different than I will see. And so I'm like, what if I could show them what I see? And so I do now, and they love it. And that's the thing. I show them what I see through my lens that they are not seeing. But then when I show it to them, they're like,
and so
yes.
Always wanted to be a photographer? I
always wanted to be a photographer. Being in visual arts. My dad was actually his hobby was in photography, so I will see him with his Nikon and doing all his things. So I follow suit.
What about you, Fuljens, in video production?
Yeah, and it's something that it's kind of like a full circle, but that's not the reason why I'm where I am. But the full circle reason is that my father also, back in the day in Haiti, he was a broadcast journalist. He was on the radio and the studio setup and all that good stuff. Growing up with him, the same thing, he would build studios and build speakers and DJ and all these good things like that. So that's probably kind of like in my subconscious a little bit. But during COVID, I was full-time with my nonprofit at the time, and everything shut down, and we had to survive virtually. So that responsibility fell on my shoulders to make sure that the organization was set up to provide telehealth services, virtual programming. We had a big fitness program in Flatbush that now I had to bring onto YouTube. So all that fell on me. We got grants to be able to support that vision and support to create everything virtually. But at the same time, I found myself getting a passion for this, right? Getting a passion for doing the camera work, and getting a passion for going out in the community and capturing photos of what the nonprofit is doing, what other community members are doing, and telling a story with that. And I just got a strong passion for it, which led me to be involved in the live streaming community that we're both a part of, the content creation community that we're both part of. And that's where we're able to meet. So my pivot led me to meet Anna on December of 2020, just for discovering this passion that I've always had, and even the staff at the time said, I think you found your calling. And they were just giving me the nudge to just listen, take this and run with it because you're really, really good at it.
And then you DM'd Anna right after that.
I mean, true story, George.
Yeah,
there was some DMing.
You're like, oh, wait, yeah, you found your passion and some. Right. So I know Anna, we're talking with Anna Hill Photography, and Fuljens Henry. They have received a grant from the Community Foundation's Black Equity and Excellence Fund, and they're going to do a program with the Boys and Girls Club with middle schools, teaching them what they know, right, and how to be content creators and create from the knowledge base that they have, and especially around. I'm thinking you're also wanting them to be able to showcase and be authentic in their own voice, right? I think. Right, Anna, I'm not 100%. Speaking for you, but talk to me, right? That's part of it, right?
100%. They have to. That's their thing. Is going to be their show. We're going to be there to guide them, to help them out, but it's their show. They're going to come up with the content. They're going to come up with the name of their show, and they're going to come up with all, yeah.
And this is all from their personality, their passions, their, whatever it is that they want to, how they envision this. The creative control is in their hand, and we're providing them the guidance.
That's wonderful. Anna, I know you were doing a show. Are you still doing your show?
Yes, I do officially unofficial TV, which is actually where Fuljens saw me on video first. So I'm still doing that show. I do it once a month now. And yeah, it's all about community services as well, and it's about interviewing local entrepreneurs who are doing great things, and also mental health and life challenges, and how to get better at dealing with the life challenges with the skills that we can provide.
Officially unofficial airs on
Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is once a month.
There we go. All right. So listen, good luck with the work. Are you, is the boys and girls recruiting the people, or the young people? Have you started yet?
Yes, we started with some surveys because we want to know how many of them are interested in what positions, right? Because we have content creation, marketers, hosts, video producers.
Yeah.
So we are on that, and it's.
And then Boys and Girls Club, they finalizing collecting the data. So by the end of this week, actually, we're going to be able to have those survey results, and then we're going to actually launch the physical program early next year, around February of 2024.
Yes.
Can't wait to see it. Anna Hill Photography, Fuljens Henry and Anna Hill, part of Anna Hill Photography. So glad to see you both. Good luck with everything. I'm sure it'll be great. And congratulations on your grant from the Central New York Community Foundation's Black Equity and Excellence Fund, a partner with Inspiration for the Nation. Good luck. Anything else we need to know about you?
No, thank you so much, George, for having us and for allowing us to share this amazing news. And we look forward to sharing more about it once we launch it.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Welcome. Come back anytime. We'd love to have you. And,
thank you.
And wait a minute, before we go, tips for, you're both entrepreneurs, tips for entrepreneurs. Give me a little something. Tips
for entrepreneur, go for it. I mean, really, just go for it. Don't hesitate. Just do it.
And in doing so, be consistent with it.
Yep.
Amen. All right, there you go. Anna Hill, Fuljens Henry, Anna Hill Photography, Inspiration for the Nation.